Hey, what's up, y'all? Scavenger Reviews here, and I've got another one of these. I haven't done these in a while. So, first thing up is you're an idiot. Just getting right into it. You're an idiot if you're my cat because you're always meowing the second I get home, even though I gave you attention and love, and I love you, and she's still, oh my god, she does it all the time. And anytime I try to make a video, man, like she's always doing it. Like I think it's just the sound of my voice. She like takes the sound of my voice to mean like hey, uh, action. I guess like hey, stuff's happening. I don't know.
Alright, so this next one up. You are an idiot, and I personally dislike you if you bypass the urinals to go piss in a stall. Who you hiding from, bro? Grow some balls, man. Now, I understand if both urinals are taken, or all three urinals or how many urinals. But if all the urinals are taken, go piss in the stall. I'm not saying you have to wait. But, if no urinals are taken, or like one of them are taken, and like, I'm just saying, if you got the option and you still go bypass it and go piss in the stall, what are you doing, bro? Like, this ain't fifth grade anymore. Grow up. And you're an idiot. Like, don't hate me, bro. I don't make the rules. I just make the rules.
Alright, so this next one up is if you can't stop cussing. If you literally cannot stop cussing, you just can't do it. Every other sentence, you're like, fuck this, shit that, goddamn, and all that. Like, if you cannot stop, if you literally cannot censor yourself, like, bro, we're in public, or like I'm at my mom's house, or, something that is a situation where you shouldn't be cussing, like, bro, we're in church, I don't go to church, obviously, but like, I'm just saying, if you cannot stop, if you literally physically cannot stop yourself from every other sentence being like, man, I know this fucking pizza I was eating the other day is so goddamn delicious, and this fucking cat right here is so fucking goddamn fucking beautiful. I'm sorry, she puts up with so much. I love you, baby. She puts up with so much. She's a good girl. But yeah, if you can't stop yourself from cursing, like you're an idiot, bro. Like train your muscle memory reflexes and I don't know. And I don't mind cursing. I mean, obviously, I just like cussed up a storm, you know. But like, I don't know, man. It's such a pet peeve of mine. Like, dude, we are at the checkout line at like Walmart. There's a 80-year-old woman in front of us and a 4-year-old child behind us. You don't need to be cussing, bro. And that's the big thing, Like I, don't want you to not cuss, but I don't want you to cuss in front of like 80-year-old women, old ladies or old men, just 80-year-old people, elders or children, bro. Like it's that easy, and people act like it's so hard and such a crime, and like I'm such a douche for saying like, and then the thing is, this is the everybody I always call out doubles down. I say like, hey man, we're around kids, and they go, kids, I don't fucking care. Seriously, just fucking chill, man. I hate that. I hate you. I hate you, pussy. Alright, so number 3 is if you just have to say the N word, and if you have the complexion of myself, like if you have the complexion of my lipstick, you get a pass. It's your word, bro. But if you have the complexion of myself and you just cannot stop, like you just have to say the N word. And then the thing is very similar to the previous point. Every time you call somebody out, they go, "Oh, why? It's just a word." And yeah, it is just a word, my nincompoop. Almost got you. It is just a word. It's not that oh, you can't say it. It's why the fuck do you want to say it so bad? You just have to say it. You feel so left out, All the cool kids are saying the N word. Why can't I say the N word? Why do you have to say it? That's what it is. Because at the end of the day, it is just a word. I ain't gonna say it because I'm not trying to get canceled, But like, buddy, uh, it just drives me nuts, It's like, brother, you were white as porcelain. I lost you in a snowstorm once. Buddy, if we went into like a Home Depot and went to the paint section, I'd lose you. You could blend in with the fucking walls, brother. You know? I went on long enough, but I'm just saying, people be like, heaven stark white, and being like, what? It's just a word. Why can't I say it? And it's just, it's like, you're such an idiot, because it's not that you can't, it's that you just shun it. It's like, I don't say, you know, insert slur here. I'm not gonna say it again. I want to get canceled. But I don't say any. I don't really say any slur. Well, I do say the one. I do say one, but that's mine. That's my N word. Okay, I can say it. I give some people the F word pass, but that's my word. Okay. Anyways, besides that, besides the one I can kind of jokingly claim, I don't say any words, any slurs or derogatory terms or whatever. It's just not really in my vocabulary. It's just like, it's kind of cringe, kind of stupid, and you're kind of an idiot. Because, like, I talked about this in one of my other ones, but, like, racism, literally, scientifically, is a sign of low intelligence. Not necessarily, like, just being stupid, which it is stupid, but it's not even just you're stupid. It's you have a low IQ and your brain cannot process things at the same level that everybody else can if you're racist. And if it can, and you're just choosing, then you're a fucking horrible person. Anyways, on to point 4. Alright, let's mix it up, because those last few were kind of serious. Let's mix it up a bit. So, number 4 is, hopefully I can riff long enough to remember what the goddamn point was. If you spoil the funniest part of the video in the caption. This one is like the most first world problem ever thing ever, I'll admit. But like, I hate when I'm like scrolling through Instagram or whatever, and I be on the gram. I don't know why I said it. Ooh, excuse me. That's not even like I eat. That's not even a I've eaten burp. That's a I haven't eaten burp. Those are the worst ones, like the digestion burps. Anyways, if you spoil the funniest thing about the video in the caption, like, oh, that scream at the end got me, or man, it killed me when she did this or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, boy, that would have been funny to experience for myself. Like, let me experience, bro. Don't steal it from me. Let me have the funny moment too. I want to laugh too. Cause like, it's always on like the Jordan Peele skits for some reason. I don't know why, but like, always on those skits, it's like the funniest thing is in the caption above or caption below, one or the other. It's either on the video or in the caption. It drives me nuts. It's like, let me have the funny thing. It just be like, oh, this shit kills me or whatever. Like, that's fine. I can know it's funny, but don't spoil the joke. Kind of just dipping our toes. You should show me those, by the way. No. Anyways, just dipping our toes into, slightly back to serious topics. By the way, you guys like my new glasses? I got new glasses yesterday, and I really like them. I have done, like, the same pair of glasses the past, like, 3-4 times I've gotten them now. And, like, every time, I was like, I should try to mix up, my style and get something different. And then what do? Not. So, I mixed up my style and I got something different. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, damn it, I can't remember what I was gonna say. Something about, like, the polar ice caps or something? I don't know. If you mess with the sea life, don't mess with the sea life. See you later, Stinky. Wow! I'm not gonna throw it. I love her too much. I would never throw her. Except for this time. No, I'm playing. Anyways, I'm having too much fun, brother Reno, Childish Gambino. I'm having too much fun. If you mess with the sea life / wildlife, y'all see that thing like a couple weeks ago, where the guy was throwing rocks at like an endangered seal, and like even if he didn't know it was like, you're throwing rocks at an animal for fun, you're a fucking idiot, bro. You, like I was talking about, like with the racism thing, you have low intelligence. You are a bad person. You are making the wrong decisions, and I hope you burn in hell. Straight up, on God. If you throw rocks at seals, or whatever the fuck it was, I think it was a seal. If you throw rocks at any animal, bro, like unless you're defending yourself, like if an animal is like attacking you or like your pet or whatever, or your if you were in a self defense situation, by all means, these hands rated E for everyone, brother. If I'm getting attacked by a dog, and like I'm not talking like just chase, but if I'm like got like a bulldog or a pit bull or something like that, like fucking attacking me, I'm not responsible, bro. I'm not. I cannot be held responsible for my action. It was self defense. I'm fucking decking your dog, bro. I'm sorry. People are gonna be like, "Oh, this guy's such a fucking douchebag." It's like, you're you're the one who said he don't bite. You know. But don't mess with the sea life, okay? Don't mess with the wildlife. Don't be one of those people who like walk up to the bison to take pictures. Like take a picture of the bison from a distance. Maybe a selfie. Maybe if you even want to, you can superimpose yourself into the photo so it looks like you're by the bison. You know? But don't go touch the bison. Don't throw rocks at the sea life. I've never understood like why you would want to hurt an animal, bro. Like it's funny to them, kind of like it's like they see it as like enjoyment. Those people, fucking retard. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that. If you mess with the sea life, don't mess with the sea life. See you later, Stinky. Wow. I'm not gonna throw it. I love her too much. I would never throw her, except for this time. No, I'm playing. Anyways, I'm having too much fun, brother. Reno, childish Gambino. I'm having too much fun. If you mess with the sea life slash wildlife, y'all see that thing like a couple weeks ago, where the guy was throwing rocks at like an endangered seal, and like even if he didn't know it was endangered, like you're throwing rocks at an animal for fun, you're a fucking idiot, bro. Like I was talking about, like with the race or something, you have low intelligence. You were a bad person. You were making the wrong decisions, and I hope you burn in hell. Straight up, on God. If you throw rocks at seals, or whatever the fuck it was, I think it was a seal. If you throw rocks at any animal, bro, like unless you're defending yourself, like if an animal is like attacking you or like your pet or whatever, or if you were in a self defense situation, by all means, these hands rated E for everyone, brother. If I'm getting attacked by a dog, and like I'm not talking like just chase, but if I'm like got like a bulldog or a pit bull or something like that, like fucking attacking me, I'm not responsible, bro. I'm not. I cannot be held responsible for my action. It was self defense. I'm fucking decking your dog, bro. I'm sorry. People are gonna be like, "Oh, this guy's such a fucking douchebag." It's like, you're the one who said he don't bite. But don't mess with the sea life, okay? Don't mess with the wildlife. Don't be one of those people who like walk up to the bison to take pictures. Like take a picture of the bison from a distance. Maybe a selfie. Maybe if you even want to, you can superimpose yourself into the photo so it looks like you're by the bison. But don't go touch the bison. Don't throw rocks at the sea life. I've never understood like why you would want to hurt an animal, though. Like it's funny to them, kind of like it's like they see it as like enjoyment. Those people, fucking idiots. I understand. It's like I'm not trying to like understand people who do that. Like that's straight up abuse, bro. That's animal abuse. But like I can understand like messing with an animal, like kind of like as a I don't know, like I'll mess with my cat every now and then by like kind of petting her a little too like not hard but like wild. Like I'll like kind of like shake her around like this. I'm gonna like expose myself, but no, like okay, so this is her, right? I'll like hey meow meow. I'll do that, and I'll kind of like antagonize her. Well, I'll flick her ear over, and, like I can get messy with an animal because, like, just like you mess with a person, like you mess with your buddy, and like your buddy, you flick the, little curls of his hair or something like that. I don't know. That sounds gay. I'm just saying. I'm just. I'm just saying. I'm trying to. I've never understood it. I've never understood how you can enjoy something like that. Like that's the furthest I'll go. Is like I said, just you know, flicking an ear and messing with, you know what I mean? Like that's the limit in my mind where like I'm thinking like all the crazy stuff I'll do to my pet or whatever, and like that's it. That's the top limit. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, bro. I'll never understand. And I know that frankly I don't want to. It's not that I obviously I don't want to understand. This is not a justifiable, understandable behavior ever. Hey, there you go. Hello, meow meow. Hello, meow meow. Hello, hello, hello. This is what I'm talking about. I'll do this to her. Hello, meow meow. That I do that to her all the time. I mean, maybe she don't love it, but she likes it. She's good. Hello meow meow, hello meow meow. She's like, what the hell are you doing, bro? Cringe. Anyways, but yeah, don't mess with the sea life. This was not supposed to be this long. Sorry. My head looked fucking massive at that angle, like Megamind looking Nosferatu looking Mr. Clean. Alright, we get it. Anyways, this next one is a very personal one to me, but I really hate it. If you hear about anyone struggling financially, and your first thought is to go, oh, well, that's only blank amount of money, a blank amount of dollars. Go somewhere else, bro. I despise you. I don't care if to you it's not a lot of money, Like I just bought a new battery for a friend of mine, like a car battery. That shit was 200 bones, my brother. 200 subloons I dropped on that, and I just did that because I wanted to, and they could not, and they really needed it, and they could not do anything about it because they have like a new car, and anything in a new car is like fucking expensive, and I didn't go, oh, that's only $200. No, I just went and bought the shit for them. You don't need to do that. It is the biggest pet peeve on the planet fucking Earth to me if you go, oh, that's all? That's only blank. It's like, congratulations. Please go die. I hate it so much. So much. Because I be struggling sometimes. I might not be the most financially sound person, and it's not because of my job. I have a good job and I pay the bills. It's because little dudes and sweet treats, and I be getting myself a little snack every time, I have this compulsive habit to just buy, like a fucking Backstreet Boys album, bro. Oh my lord. But yeah, if you go like, oh, that's not a lot of money, and oh, it's only blank amount of dollars, I hate you. You're an idiot. You're so much an idiot that this next one is also another really personal one to me. And if you ever watch this, I would just like to personally apologize. Metal Gear Solid fan, I won't say your actual name, but Metal Gear Solid fan number one. I don't think you're an idiot. Like if you watch my other videos, some of these are just more pet peeves, some of these are more like actual idiots. Like I bounce back and forth from like serious topics, to not serious topics. If you say blank is bad now, if you're like movies are bad now, all movies are nowadays, stop right there. If you say music is bad now, oh, music is trash, and it's not like the music that, I grew up with and have this emotional connection to because I'm nostalgic towards it. and completely biased because it was the music of my time and had time to, grow with every song rather than just hearing everything on the radio and not liking it. If you say movies, music, gaming, gaming, you might have a little bit of an argument because gaming is really going downhill. But like there it is. There I'm the idiot now. I'm the fucking boomer, you know? But like no, if you just like bro, movies aren't bad now. You're just watching bad movies. I'm sorry the MCU doesn't hold up to Citizen Kane, brother. I'm sorry that fucking like the Backrooms isn't like the fucking Godfather. Not everything has to be. I Godzilla. Hold on, one second, one second. So these guys. So, if you know my channel, like if you watch me, first of all, hey, thanks. How you doing? What's up? Let's get something to eat later. Anyways, these are both Godzilla. Okay, this is also why I'm broke. But anyways, these are both Godzilla. Big lizard, fighting at the center of the earth. Well, not quite the center, but in the hollow earth in 0G, while he fights with a big monkey, fighting against a big lizard with a big monkey. And this is also Godzilla. Where am I going with this? What was I talking about? Movies aren't bad now. Like both of these movies are great. Not everything has to be deep philosophical, and thought provoking. Which this is great. I know I have my out. I know I have my qualms with it. If you want to watch that, hey, check it out in the fucking pinned video. Because I know how to do that now. But anyways, where's it going with it? Oh, I know I have my qualms with it, but like this movie stays with you, bro. I'll be honest. I liked Godzilla vs Kong, Godzilla Kong New Empire, but like it doesn't really stay with you. This movie stays with you. This movie came out a decade ago, and people are still making hour-long, documentaries and like fucking video essays about it. We're all the ones about this movie, and that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. Not everything has to be like the most deep, thought-provoking shit on the planet of fucking the Earth, man, brother. I'm just saying, man. Anyways, but yeah, like movies aren't bad now. Songs, music in general isn't bad now. You just taste is shit different, Like your taste changes, and if your taste doesn't change, that's probably why you think stuff is bad. I don't know. Just don't be stagnant. You gotta move on. You gotta try new stuff, man. Number 8, bro. Jeep Ducks. Jeep Ducks. I just oh my god. I am a Jeep owner. I own a Jeep. Pretty cool one at that. It's more the city style Jeep than the like outdoors. Not a Jeep Wrangler. It's the Jeep Patriot. Which, like, it's a city-style Jeep, people are gonna be like, oh, that's not a real Jeep, you can't take the doors off, blah, 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 like, suck my wang, bros. Anyways, Jeep Ducks. You ain't gonna see this guy. I got a little Mikey Myers, a Michael for Myers, duck. You ain't seeing this guy. Also, it's solid. I don't know why, but, like, you're not seeing him on my Jeep dash band. I do got some stuff. I got like little toys and stuff like Legos. I have a Lego excavator. I have a Lego bulldozer. I have a little 3D printed spider that my buddy gave me. And then from Godzilla Kong New Empire, I have the Drowned Viper. And that's it. Yeah, that's all the stuff I have. But you're not gonna see this guy. This move out the way, bitch. You're not gonna see this guy. You'll never see him. I don't get it. I think there is something. There is something about, like, it's for a cause, for a movement, something like that. But, like, at this point, the message is lost, the plot is lost. What are we doing? Because this has nothing to do with, like the original message, because I didn't even know about that until it was explained to me, like, oh, they do it because, so like at this point, it's not even that anymore. So don't even try to hide behind it. Like, oh, I only do it because support cancer research or whatever it is. Maybe it is cancer research or something to do with cancer. I don't know. I'm just saying, man. Like, it's a bad look. It is the definition of the word tacky. It is tacky, bro. The tackiest. Tack and Daxter and the power of Juju. So this next one, and I don't look. I know I say a lot of offensive things, and I say a lot of things as a joke, and I just want to say that that this next one, it's not the most I mean it's I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to well, I mean, I guess I am like being rude, like inherently as a joke for the format of the video, but I just mean it in the I mean it in like the most positive way. You know what I mean? Like if you take forever to get this to fucking point, if you fucking take forever to get to the fucking point, like just say it, bro. Just say the thing. You know, got you guys. You know, fucking, whoa, knee slapper, you know, anyways, but, like, if you take forever to get to the fucking point, just spit it out, brother, like, God, like, you better pray you never go to prison, because you'll never finish your fucking sentence. Alright, this next one goes out to all my, over 40 crowd in the audience. I'm sure I have a lot of them. Oh, yeah, I'm very popular with the over 40 crowd, And honestly, it doubles more so if you're not over 40. But if you complain about how good kids have it today. Oh, kids have it so easy these days. Kids have it so good these days. Like, isn't that the point? Isn't that the point? Is like improvement as a species, as a society, Like, isn't that what we're striving for? To have kids have it easy these days? Isn't that what we should be fighting for? Why are you complaining about that? It's like, I understand when kids act entitled because they don't realize how good they have it. Okay, I'll meet you in the middle on that one. I'm serious. I'll meet you on the middle. I'll meet you in the middle on that one. But if you're just mad about like, oh, when I was a kid, I had to, get 3 jobs and I had to run a paper thing and, I worked on the farm until I was like, shut the fuck up, you know, like that's you want your kid to go through that? You're saying like how bad your life used to be like as a kid and how hard your life was, and you want your kid to go through that? Like what the fuck? Fucking toss your kids in the mine, bro. If that's how you want it, like toss your kids in the mine. Fucking Hayachi Mishima that shit and fucking boom, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's the same people that fucking complain about how easy kids have it these days are the same people who it gets me so fucking irksome. You know what really grinds my gears, America? Like, oh my god, brother, I'd be feeling some type of way about it. I'd be upset. I'd be slightly perturbed. Sugar doesn't make kids hyper. Sugar doesn't make kids hyper. Look it up. Prove me wrong if you can. You fucking can't, dunzos, because sugar doesn't fucking make kids hyper. If you think sugar makes kids hyper, you're a fucking idiot. You just are, bro. Like, that is the biggest propagated McFucking myth ever. You know what makes kids hyper? Saying, this'll make you hyper. It'll be like, a kid at a birthday party, and they're like, oh, don't eat too much cake, you'll get hyper. That fucking makes you hyper. Being in a high energy environment and, fucking being told, like it's, kind of like goading or like, not manifesting, but like, like a placebo. It's kind of like a placebo. Yeah, it's like a placebo. Kids don't get hyper from sugar. Kids get hyper from the thought that they should get hyper from sugar because they're all they're taught, and stuff like that. And you growing up, you always hear the old people, saying like, oh, he must have ate some sugar or whatever. Sugar doesn't fucking make kids hyper. If you like, pound back like 5 slices of cake, maybe, you know, all right. Again, I gotta meet the boomers in the middle here. If you like, chug like 11 Mountain Dews, well, buddy, you're gonna have like a hospital visit, But yeah, bro, like sugar doesn't make kids hyper. You need to stop saying it. It's like one of the oldest myths. Yeah, if you've got poor sportsmanship, this one is more like a pet peeve, but it can relate to like you being an idiot. But if you've got poor sportsmanship, like grow the fuck up. Grown on man, grown on woman, grown on fucking. Ugh. Don't lick my neck, fucking gaybo. Anyways, she's a girl. Don't worry, I'm not gay. Anyways, but like I can't stand poor sportsmanship, bro. I cannot stand it. It is the most childish, low intelligence, low IQ, fuck ass move you will ever see is someone who can't take a loss. Like, I don't know. I watched this video the other day, and it was this guy and his buddy, right? Who were like in a park or whatever, and you know, um, they would challenge to see who could do more push-ups, and the guy who like won it, the guy who like was our like main character, I guess you could call him whatever. He won it and did more push-ups, and the dude and his buddy of friends fucking followed them, like threateningly, like very threateningly, and saying and yelling at them like, "Don't fucking film me," and stuff like that. Get a fucking life, bro. You didn't do as many push-ups as the other guy. What are the cops gonna say? What will your mom think? Like it is. I can't stand it. That's the video that like I don't know where it was or if I even saved it somewhere. I can't, but I'm just saying, like I cannot. That's one of my biggest like anger like inducing things is poor sportsmanship. Be a fucking man, be a fucking woman, be a fucking adult, be a grown person, be a grown person. You know, get my cat's butthole out of this one. Oh my god, this one is such a pet peeve of mine, and it definitely is. Like it's because I only see fucking idiots doing it. You know, but like if you genuinely talk to your pet to discipline them, I'm not saying like bad dog, a bad cat. I mean, come here. No, don't go. I mean, you knocked my duck over. Why are you like this? I hate it when you're like this. I'm like kind of exaggerating because I don't want to hurt her feelings. Because animals can understand tone, but like specifically the "why are you like this" or "why do you keep doing this" question. I hear it from idiots all the time. People are like, "Why do you keep doing this?" Like they actually expect the pet to understand and be like, maybe I should better myself as an individual. I can't stand bye baby. But I can't stand it. It makes me so mad. And I see it all the time. And I see it like there you go. But like it just you're such a fucking idiot, bro. This next one kind of goes with the if you think music is bad now thing. But if you say you were born in the wrong generation or the wrong decade or the wrong, no, you're fucking not. I am so sick of, man, I was born in the wrong generation. What does that mean about you? So you want to go back to like the 60s when it was like super racist and no other cultures or ethnic groups of people were allowed to be out and about and living their lives. What does that say about you? I just it's oh no, but it's not about that. People would just this and that back then, and they were what now? It's so I hate the I was born in the wrong generation. The fucking fact that you can say that, the fucking fact that you can look at other generations and what other generations' lives were like, and you can compare them to your own, shows that you were born in the right fucking generation, you dumbass. You fucking loser. You know? You can see the difference. You think people in the 40s were like, man, I wish I was born in the 1910s. I was born in the wrong generation. In the wrong decade, or the wrong time period, or the wrong whatever the fuck you want to say. I don't know why I'm talking like this. But, like, it makes me so fucking angry, bro. So fucking angry. You were not born in the wrong generation. You just happen to like a particular decade, Peter Griffin. Okay? Hello, you're back. How you doing, mama? What do you feel about that? Oh my, oh my God, don't say that. Jesus. Ignore her. She be going off, bro. She going in the window. But you were not born in the wrong generation. You genuine fucking idiot. You just. Sup, losers, for anyone counting, that was 14, and now this is 15. And if you're still watching these, what are you doing to yourself, man? Are you just like a glutton for punishment? Am I getting you off? If I'm getting you off, like, let me know. Let me know, bro. I'll fucking do it. You fucking loser, you pathetic piece of shit. Yeah, you fucking loser, you're such a fucking degenerate, I'll fucking do it, and just saying. Anyways, though, but if you're still watching these, what are you still watching them for? You watching them just to get mad? Are you watching them just to get mad? You having some fun, you get like rage baited, what the fuck is that? Oh, that's that bag. Yeah, I got some, I got some objects, some stuff the other day. Anyways, well, not the other day, but I'm so fucking tired. Anyways, why are you still watching these? Anyways, I will catch you guys on the next one. I've been Scavenger Reviews. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Do you want me to, do you want me to edge you? I'll fucking. Oh, what's the thing? It's like, will edge your dog. Is that a thing? I swear to God, that's not. That's like in the back recesses of my mind. It's like, whatever, I don't fucking care. I'll edge your dog. uh, that reminds me of my, like, Fred Durst impression. Come on down to the swamp of sadness. We'll drown your horse. Anyways, I'm really tired. Holy shit. It's not even that late. It's just like I'm so sleep deprived, brother. There you go. There's a big old yawn for everyone who's like, oh, yawns are contagious. Anyways, meow meow says goodbye. I say goodnight. And I'll catch you guys on the next one, bro.